It comes down to this. It comes down to this, and frankly, this is the heart and soul of Ameritopia, my book. What is this utopian force that both allures a free people and destroys them? That is the bottom line issue. You hear people calling the kooks. They're calling and they're saying things like, I just want it to be fair. I just want a level playing field. I just want to give. I just want. And of course, the statists pretend to want to give it to them, right? So what is this force, this utopian force that takes a magnificent society, attracts so many people, and destroys the society and destroys the people? To me, this is a fundamental question that needs to be pursued, addressed, and answered if we're going to survive. And I address this in Ameritopia in several ways, and yet there is a force that counters that force. Yes, there is. And it's about individual sovereignty. See, some of the callers, I'm not talking about the yellers and all the rest, they're very confused about these things. And on the one hand, which is why you see them on the one hand saying, basically they support anarchy. And yet on the other hand, they require a police state to impose their will on the rest of us, to take what we have and so forth. So how can you support anarchy and a police state at the same time? Well, you really can't. So what's going on there? I address it. And so much more. But there's a reason why our founding was so exceptional. And it was. And there's a reason why when I get a caller who says, I'm just your average guy, I'm just your common guy, I am concerned that a nation of marvelous individuals, magnificent individuals, each unique, has accepted the idea that we're part of a mass, that we're common, that we're average. And you self-identify that way based on your income. This is what the government has done to us. I don't care what your income is. You're not common. You're not average. You're you. You don't and shouldn't just blend into the general public. This has been going on for a century now, the effort to dumb down the individual. The heart and soul of our society is the individual. And if the individual feels, I'm just your average common guy because I earn such and such, bull crap. You've been beaten down. And you've been taught to think that way. Don't think that way. You're not average. You're not common. You may earn what's said an average income and so forth. That's fine. But we're talking about you. Not what you earn. We're talking about what's in between your ears. What you do with your hands. What you do with your life. We've got to break loose. Break loose from this utopian type argument. Or it's over. If you don't view yourself as exceptional, you're not going to view your country as exceptional. And my emphasis is, in this book, as has been behind this microphone, and as will be till the day I die, that this is a country that respects the individual. Now, this can be very complicated, this issue, and it gets very complex. And those of you who want to follow me on this path and really dig into it and help figure this out, to help understand what's going on in this society, to help understand the psychology of the individual, then you're going to love this book, Ameritopia. And if you just want some stupid, superficial answer all the time, then you're not. It's that simple. But this really is, I think, my last best effort, certainly before the next few years, to try and effect what's going on out there, and really provide, I hope, and it's self-serving, I promise you that's not the intention, I hope it's enlightening to many people. Say, wait a minute. That's right. Wait a minute. Next time you hear a politician speak and promise you the world, wait a minute. You'll be able to call him or her on and say, wait a minute. And you won't fall for it. You'll think a different way. You'll think the way the founders did. You'll think the way the colonists did. You'll think the way the great philosophers of the Enlightenment did, rather than accept how you're defined. Oh, I'm an average guy. I'm just a common guy. No, you're not. And don't let them keep saying that about you. This whole country was founded to secure your inalienable rights. Look at the Declaration of Independence. Look what it says. God-given unalienable rights to every one of you. To life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It doesn't say, oh, you know, the common man out there. It talks about you, the individual. These are things we have to remind ourselves of. In some cases, relearn. In some cases, learn for the first time. You can't rely on politicians and bureaucrats to give you this, to give you that, to satisfy your life, to make sure you achieve something. That's not what we do. That's not who we are. That's not why the nation was founded. And so I rely on people like Plato in the Republic, and Thomas More in Utopia, and Thomas Hobbes in the Leviathan, and Marx and Engels in the Communist Manifesto to show the dark side. And then I rely on Locke and Montesquieu and Tocqueville and others to show us the light. Time and time again, these politicians have demonstrated to me with this phony super committee. These justices on the court have demonstrated to me. The bureaucrats have demonstrated to me. You and I, we need to rethink things. We need to reconsider what's going on. And we have to make sure our minds are in the same places as our hearts.